And welcome back to Fagnall Hall here on the campus of Elmhurst College. Our second game of the women's-men's doubleheader. Women fell 65-64 in an exciting finish about a half an hour ago. We're ready for some more conference action here in the CCIW between Elmhurst and North Park. Again, I am Nick Jenkins, filling in for, the stable of announcers that we bring here on BlueJayTV.com. They're calling in the G team today, digging in deep in the barrel, but happy to be here. Had a really good game here before. It should be a good one here today. A quick note about the North Park starting lineup. They're starting number 4, Cameron Burnett, a 5'5", 135-pound freshman guard. You see him on the far left there on your screen. He's only played in one game before today. He only played in 11 minutes in that game. He did not shoot, whether it be a three or a free throw, and the only reason he is in the books is because of 2 personal fouls and a turnover, yet he's getting the start today. I asked the coaches, was he coming off an injury? He said, nope, he wanted him to start. I'm like, well, all right. Well, we'll see him and see how he does, and he is your point guard right now as we are underway. Both of these teams are winless in the conference, 0-3. Of course, this game will mean a lot to them. Get out of that, the CCIW basement. Shooting here and missing, number 13, Mark Holmes for North Park. Here's the first possession for the Blue Jays. All alone down low and a block by Holmes, but going to the free throw line will be number 25, Chris Benjamin, the 6'2" freshman out of Addison Trail in Maywood. 8.3 points a game for that young man, and at 68% from the free throw line. Again, your starters, I'm sorry, that was number 25, Nick Sanford, the junior out of Decatur. But your starters for Elmhurst, Deontay Foster is number 1, number 20, Kyle Weiss getting his first start of the season today as he makes his first. Number 21, Alex Morganov, the 6'9" junior out of Sacramento, California. Might be losing their NBA team, but that's for a different discussion. Number 23, Taylor Baxter, the 6'5" junior out of Minnock, Indiana. And number 25 at the free throw line, Nick Sanford, the 6'5" junior, averaging 16 points a game. 1-0 is our lead here early on. And here is your point guard, Burnett, the 5'5" freshman. Crossover, passing over left side. That's Zach Casita Jr., the 6' senior out of West Valley, Utah. Burnett driving, kicking left. 3 for Casita. No. Offensive rebound. They had it in their hands, but they kicked it out of bounds. It'll belong to the Blue Jays. Other starters for North Park. You saw Casita shoot the 3. You also saw the point guard, Burnett. Mark Holmes, big number 13, 6'6", 210-pound senior out of Elk Grove, Illinois. Number 21, Ryan Hearn out of San Ramon, California. And number 25, Chris Benjamin, the 6'2" freshman out of Addison Trail. No good on that one. Rebound will go out of bounds and belong to the boys in blue. Not the Blue Jays, but the boys in blue. A lot of other games going on today or tonight in CCIW action. Milliken winless, although 3-0 in the conference, Milliken. They are taking on Wheaton today. Augustana is at North Central, and Carthage is at IW, Illinois Wesleyan. Here's Benjamin with the basketball. Lost it. Stepped down the end line. Another turnover for North Park. Still yet to get on the scoreboard here. Driving to follow the drive. On the dribble drive was Taylor Baxter, the 6'5" junior. Pretty evenly matched teams if you take a look at just the numbers. Both teams score in the high 60s per game. Both teams allow in the low to mid 70s per game. Down low, big number 21, Alex Morganov, the 6'9", 270-pound junior with the layup. First field goal by either team. It's 3-0. Here's Casita Jr. Working on the screen on Foster. Goes to the elbow, and he traveled after he picked up his dribble. Took an extra little step there. As we were saying, both teams pretty equal as far as numbers go. Both teams shooting in the low 40s in field goal percentage. Both teams shooting in the low 30s in three-point percentage. Both teams shooting in the upper 60s in free throw percentage, and both teams average about 15 turnovers a game. So they really can't be any more even as far as numbers go. Off the screen is Foster. No good on the jumper. Strong rebound brought down by Mark Holmes. It's the point guard, Burnett. He looks comfortable out there for just his second game. Obviously something kept him from playing in the previous 13 games as he knocks down the 14-foot jumper for the first field goal for North Park. But the coaching staff seemed a little bit secretive on exactly why. Here's Sanford. He was looking inside to Morganoff, and a foul on the entry pass. Foul's going to be the second on Mark Holmes, the starting center, and a new 5 checking a line change for North Park. We'll get those 5 for you in just a bit. Alley-oop off the inbounds pass wasn't there for 6'5" Taylor Baxter. Here comes North Park. Top of the key, three-pointer on the way from Maxwell Morgan. Ricochets out of bounds in the corner. It'll belong to the Blue Jays. On the floor for North Park, it's number 3, Aaron Weaver, number 12, Rodney Clark, number 20, Pat McCarthy, number 23, Max Morgan, and 24, Brett Peterson. Here's Baxter for the Blue Jays. Back to the guard, Foster. He'll take a screen right from Sanford. He's bumped. That's a foul. Picking that up will be Pat McCarthy, the 6'1", 175-pound junior out of Evergreen Park, a CCL guy, Chicago Catholic League. You know, if they come from the Catholic League, he'll be a tough guy. He's from St. Rita. Good football school up there in Chicago. Pass goes into the backcourt for Foster. He'll work against Rodney Clark, the 6'1" out of Memphis, guard out of Memphis. Baxter in the corner to Sanford, now top to Foster. He'll take a screen, man-to-man defense, lost it, almost stolen away, but the North Park player was standing on the end line when he touched the ball. That was Rodney Clark. Oh, good job by the official here. A lot of pushing and shoving. Taylor Baxter getting into it a little bit down there underneath the basket. And he didn't call foul as he got into it with Aaron Weaver a little bit. He just, hey, guys, calm down a little bit. Good job not calling the foul there. I like that. Inbounder is Wiest. Finds Foster right side, back to Wiest between the rings. Off the dribble, pass down low to Sanford. Up and over the much smaller Pat McCarthy. 6'5" over 6'1". Let's be there all day long if they're going to guard him like that. On the drive was Aaron Weaver being aggressive. However, the foul, I believe, was on the ground. It was. They'll inbound on the baseline. 5-2 EC over NP. Already getting a little chippy out there. Zone defense this time for the Blue Jays. Top to Clark, right side. Here's Weaver for 3. No, Sanford up high for the board. Outlet to Baxter, almost taken away. Baxter goes to Morganoff. Easy one off the glass. Nice job, nice eyes by Baxter. Timeout called by head coach Tom Snyder in the North Park Vikings. If you're looking to catch a game out here at Elmhurst, plenty of opportunities to do so here in the month of January. Besides today, you look ahead to the 16th. When Carthage College will come into town. A couple of road games, the 19th and 23rd against Augustana and Wheaton, then 2 more conference games, the 26th and 30th to round out the month of January for Elmhurst. That's going to take on Illinois Wesleyan, the top team in the conference, are 3-0 in the CCIW and 11-3 overall. And then Milliken, they played Milliken on Wednesday. They snapped a 3-game skid in Elmhurst. Or they were in a 3-game skid, rather, lost to Milliken on Wednesday, 77-72. A lot of work to do in the conference. You want to get back in the mix. Both these teams here tonight, or today rather, 0-3. 7-2 early on, only bucket from North Park coming out of the hands of their small freshman, number 4, Cameron Burnett. We got him listed at 5'5". Looks like the starting lineup back in here for North Park. Driving and scoring on an athletic move is Chris Benjamin, his first bucket. Across the timeline is Taylor Baxter. Indiana product, go left side to Morgan, or make that Wiest foul off the ball. It's going to be an offensive. They're going to get Morgan off for pushing off. Mark Holmes. Aren't the Oscars coming up? I think he's a nominee. 7-4. Point guard this time is Chris Benjamin, number 25, big point guard. Guarded by Morganoff. He'll have the quickness factor. He'll drive on the big Morganoff. He swats it into the first row. Nice job by Alex, Sacramento, California product. They can play a little on-the-ball defense. Nice job by the big man. Quick feet. Inbounders Hearn. Ball over to Casita Jr. He'll go over right side for Burnett into the corner. Again, Hearn knocks down the three. That was pure, nothing but net for Ryan Hearn. He's 7 for 8 from three-point range. He's only missed one time this whole year from beyond the arc. Not very many opportunities, but enough to show that he's a pretty good shooter. Here's Wiest, driving, kicking. Baxter now from the elbow. Up high is Sanford and Wiest. Wiest will strongly take it out of there. Now to Sanford in the left corner. To Baxter, back to Sanford. Back to Baxter, right through the hands of Foster, and an over and back violation. Unforced error there, nothing you can do. Head coach Mark Schur. You see him in the black coat and tie on the right side of the bench. Inbounds will go to Zach Casita Jr., the 6-foot senior out of West Valley, Utah. Directing a little traffic and the tip of the Blue Jay beak. Now off the screen is Hearn, stopping and popping, long two. Ooh, rattles out. You can tell he's just a pure shooter. Three on the way from number 13, Mark Holmes. Not his strength. Mark Holmes is a big guy, 6'6" senior. Averages 17 a game. Leads the team in that respect, but he's 14 for 50 beyond the arc. 28%. Maybe shouldn't shoot that many. Here's Aaron Weaver. Zone defense by the Blue Jays. Watch out for Hearn here. Pure shooters love to play against the zone. To the basket and a huge block. Putback is good. Counted in one. Nice defensive play by the Jays, but a good job by Weaver to stay with it and get the, that was Holmes rather, to stay with it and get the three-point play. They've taken the lead, 9-7. First lead of the evening for North Park. Free throw is good, three-point play converted, 10-7 now. Baxter will jog it across the timeline. Double team, here's the trapping defense right at half court to Foster, all alone. Sanford underneath the basket, couldn't find him. Newcomer into the game, Bryant Ackerman out of Lugety, Indiana. Sanford with it, back out Foster, long three, no. Rebound is there, and they call the foul. I'm not sure who that, if it is on Ackerman, that's a tough, they do call Ackerman. That's a tough one. Ryan Ackerman's first and the team's fourth. Ackerman, also a freshman, averaging 8 points a game, a couple of rebounds, great free throw shooter and three-point shooter. Here's Casita, 17-footer on the way from straight on. Knocked it in. Nice shot, 12-7. Here's Foster on the right side, now into the corner. Going to swing around, directing a little traffic out there is Ackerman. We're looking for Sanford down low. Nobody can quite find him. Here's Ackerman right corner. Back out to Foster. They're looking for Sanford down low, and they can't quite get him. Here he is, top of the key. He'll drive, 13-footer on the way, right lane. No good, rebound Leonard. Coach Tom Slider over there for North Park saying, slow it down a little bit, boys. No hurry. Right side, here's number 25, Benjamin. Now to Weaver. Now back over to number 21. It's Ryan Hearn. Scoop shot is Casita Jr. He missed it on the finger roll. Rebound Sanford. Now to Baxter. Here come the Jays. Stop and pop from 16. No good, front iron. Rebound tipped around, and the smallest guy on the floor won the rebound. That's Hearn. Hearn's going to pull up. Flip to Benjamin. Three-pointer. No. Rebound. Good hustle play by Weaver to get the offensive board. Baxter guarding Casita. Over his head pass. Benjamin streaking down the lane. Lost the basketball. Straight up lost control, but he was bailed out by the foul. I believe Sanford will pick that up. It will be his first and the team's fifth. These two teams have been going at it for a long time, and I'll tell you about that in a bit. We're going to take a little bit of a breather, take a bathroom break, back in just a little bit here on BlueJayTV.com. Welcome back out to Elmhurst College. It's 12-7 North Park on top of Elmhurst. And saying before we took that little breather, these two teams going at it a long time. The 111th meeting between Elmhurst and North Park. The Vikings hold a little bit of an edge, 57-53. So they've been playing for a long time, and they've almost split as Benjamin missed his free throws. That's the all-time series, though. But since 2000, it's been all Elmhurst, 19-3, including the last three straight coming into tonight's game. Here's Benjamin's second free throw. Got the friendly roll. And a sub coming in for the first time is Brett Peterson, the 6'1 senior out of Bedford, Massachusetts. Built like a small linebacker. Look at that kid. Back in the backcourt. Can't see him on your screen right now. And here comes Eric Leonard. Top of the key to the newcomer, Eric Dornfield, the 6'7 senior out of Geneseo. I got to Baxter. Tough man-to-man defense. Great defense by North Park. Lob inside, and it doesn't get much easier than that for Dornfield, but he missed the chippy. Here comes Burnett. Right side to Clark, now down low. Kick back out, 24, Peterson. Nope. Rebound is there for Leonard. Quickly ahead. Here is Dornfield again. He lost it there. 4 on 3. Driving is Clark. Layup is good. Oh, offensive foul. Offensive foul called on the play. Nice job by Brian Ackerman to take the punishment. Good job for the freshman. Offensive foul. 13-7. We're just about a quarter away through this game. Ackerman looking to inbound. And they cannot do it successfully. That defense from North Park, pretty stifling, whether it's in the full court or the half court. We'll have a line change coming up here for North Park. I got to apologize to Phil, our director here today. We're on kind of a flimsy table, and I keep moving it up and down, and I almost knock over these tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment. I apologize for that. Send the bill to the sports information director if you can. Thank you. Three-pointer on the way. No good from Ryan Hearn. Here comes Foster for the Jays. He'll stop at the arc on the right. Dribble over left. And off Ackerman. Now top of the key for Dornfield. Twin Towers in there. Now to Morganoff down low. Can't handle the pass. It's loose. Ooh, there to pick up was Foster. He was hit pretty hard. No call. He flipped that one up. Ball loose and won by Benjamin. Nice pass, but an offensive foul called again. Nicely done. It was going to be Elmhurst ball anyway. That one's going to go out of bounds, but an offensive foul taken. didn't quite catch who the player was in to step in and take it, but you can tell that Coach Scherer, he can probably work on that in practice, taking offensive fouls. It's a skill, like shooting, like dribbling, like passing. Taking an offensive foul is a skill. Getting in the right position and knowing exactly how to fall, to not hurt yourself, it's a skill. Here's Foster. Ackerman catch and fire three from the corner. No. Rebound offensive, or following the rebound. Yeah, it was. Foul's going to be on Eric Leonard, pushing off on Ryan Hearn. And he's going to take a seat, Will Leonard, and checking into the game. Kyle Wiest getting his first start of the season. He's played in all 13 games, or all 13 that he's seen. There have been 14 for the team, but he's played in 13 and finally got his first start. Must be playing very well in practice. Here's Hearn driving floater baseline. Got his own board. His putback is blocked, but the putback there is good from Aaron Weaver. Nice job to stay with it. 15-7 now. An 8-point lead for the Vikings, who are back into a 2-3 zone here. Wiest right side. Swung to Ackerman now to Foster. Ackerman in the right corner. Zone doing its job, keeping it out of the paint. Here's Foster, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Foster has to do something with it, crosses over, bounce pass inside, has to hurry. Morganoff spinning and shooting, had it blocked, hits the rim, reset the shot clock, but a defensive rebound there for the Vikings. Pushing is Casita, foul off the ball. It's going to be on Dornfield, I believe. Yep, foul on Eric Dornfield, the 6'7" senior. He's going to check out with that foul. And get a little talking to from Coach Scherer. Checking in again, getting the start was Nick Sanford out of Decatur, St. Teresa High School in Decatur. Also checking out will be Morganoff, and into the game will be Michael Yurkovich out of Revis High School in Burbank. Holmes' free throw is good. He'll have another one on the 1-and-1. 17 fouls, by the way, for the Blue Jays. That's why they're shooting. On the way, that one's good. And a line change again. I get a kick out of that. Sub 5 guys in every time. One of the newcomers, Max Morgan, into the game. Inbound to Foster. They have numbers quickly. Nice bounce pass, but Sanford can't handle it. A little bit low. We'll have a scrum underneath the basket. Give me a jump ball. It will belong to the home team. So the 5 guys checked in for a total of 3 seconds? And the other 5 checked back in. I guess they just needed a little coaching. And now they're quickly back in. Interesting. And Coach Slider there for North Park going to kneel down and talk with that group of 5. I'm not sure what they did wrong, but nice entry pass to Sanford, up, good counted in one for Nick Sanford. Nicely done, averaging 16 a game, leading scorer for the Blue Jays. Only one in double digits, as a matter of fact. Taylor Baxter averages 9.8. But Nick Sanford, the only player averaging double figures for the team. Free throw coming up from Nick, where he is a 63% free throw shooter. Deathly quiet in the gym. Wow. I feel I should whisper. Is that free throw fall? Hey, we have one sub for North Park, believe it or not. In comes Max Morgan again. Max out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Nebraska, my old stomping grounds. Went to Northeast High School there in the capital city, but stolen away by Sanford. He goes up, throws it down, counted in one with the slam dunk from Nick Sanford. A potential three-point play. He's got 5 points in a row here for the Blue Jays. Chance for 6. Cut the lead to 5. Free throw here to 4. A little comeback here by Elmhurst College. Again, both these teams 0-3 in the conference, trying to stay out of that the basement of the CCIW and not have that ominous mark of a winless conference season so far. Free throw's good, 4-point lead. Trapping defense here by Elmhurst, broken rather easily. Here's Hurst, left side, sharpshooter. Keep an eye on him. He'll give it to Casita. Make that Holmes, who will fire a three and knock it down. Mark Holmes. Again, not a great percentage from three, but he's definitely got the green light. 7-point lead now. Here's Wiest looking high post. The ball tipped right back to him. Now swung over to Foster. A 2-3 zone defense just causing havoc. Nice pass down low. All alone was Jurkovic. A great pass from Kyle Wiest. No-look bullet pass down to the block. One of the better assists that we've seen here today. Here's Casita off the screen from Holmes. Another screen. Into the paint he goes. Nice pass down low to Maxwell. He'll put it in. Maxwell Morgan. 22-15. Foster for three. No good. Rebound Casita. That should be Blue Jay basketball. It is. Foster poked it away, and Casita kicked it out of bounds. Nice quick hands there by Deontay Foster, the 5'11 senior guard out of Muskegon, Michigan. Skip pass over to Foster on the left wing. Now to Jurkovic. Back to Foster. Top of the key, Wiest fires right, three on the way from Ackerman. It's good, nothing but net. Brings the Blue Jays within four now. And a timeout call by Coach Slider and the Vikings. We will take a break here as well. Again, it's a 4-point lead for North Park, but Elmhurst College making a little comeback on BlueJayTV.com. Elmhurst College chasing four here with 6:52 left to go in the first half. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Nick Jacobs on BlueJayTV.com. And one of the reasons that Elmhurst College is down, they're getting just outworked on the boards. 17 rebounds to just 8 for Elmhurst. 7 offensive rebounds for the Vikings, giving them plenty of second chance points. They have 9 second chance points out of their 22. Definitely need to work on blocking out and rebounding a little bit better as they go to a man-to-man, perhaps helping that out. A little bit harder to rebound out of the zone, but hardly an excuse. With it is Hearn. Now back to the top for Casita. 6 on the shot clock. He'll put up the 17-footer. It's good. Nice shot right over the 6'2 Ackerman. 24-18. Here's Foster crossing the timeline for the boys in white. He'll pass off left to Wiest. Sanford, long deuce, got it. Nice answer by Nick Sanford. Here's Casita looking for a screen from Holmes. Holmes will set another one. Here's Casita again to the paint. Again, the floater on the way. That one does not fall. A couple Blue Jays fighting for the rebound. It was won by Jurkovic, and a reach-in foul after the rebound. That was Aaron Weaver picking it up. I'm sorry, looks like they're getting Maxwell Morgan. I thought that was Weaver, but Maxwell Morgan will pick up his first foul. The 9th on North Park, so free throws coming up from here on out for Elmhurst. There goes Max, and in comes again, that is Brett Peterson, the senior out of Bedford. 1-and-1 free throws here. We'll try again here as he rattles in the first one. Lead cut to 3 now. Down as much as 9 at one point. Now back down to 3 for Elmhurst. This free throw will make it 2. Nicely done by Jurkovic, where he is 5 for 10 from the free throw line on the year. Not a lot of opportunities. Here's Casita for the Vikings, resetting the offense. Nothing there on the transition. Hurst off the screen. Now right side for Weaver. Driving, 2 steps up and good. Nice athletic move. Look at the body control on Aaron Weaver to finish that one. 4-point lead now. Here's Sanford. Left side now Wiest. Back top to Ackerman. Takes a screen to the baseline where he's stopped by Casita. That 2-3 zone has been very good. Up goes Weiss, had it knocked away, but still retained. Ackerman for 3. Big 3 by Brian Ackerman, the freshman shooter out of Indiana. Cuts the lead to 1. And Casita slowing the tempo down. Don't want the momentum to affect anything here. Smart move by the senior guard. Here's Hearn off the dribble, now back to Casita. Backdoor for Weaver. Opposite, got it and 1. I am impressed by Aaron Weaver the last 2 trips down the floor. He's been very athletic and finishing at the rim when he needs to with contact. Weaver, a 6'6" junior out of Crane High School in Chicago. He averages 14.4 a game. You can see why. And he'll go to the free throw line where he is a 66% free throw shooter. Looking to make it a 2-possession game with 4.5 to play in the first half. On the way, it's good. Foster in the backcourt for Elmhurst. They need a stop on defense. Here's Baxter back into the game. Back over to Foster. Foster dribbles, kicks. Wiest skip past to Baxter. To Foster, and all alone is Wiest, and he can't make the 3. Offensive rebound, though, and is given right back to North Park. Jurkovic just gave it right back to him. Here's Casita, looking to get rid of it, and does to Weaver. I don't know if Wiest can hang with Weaver on the perimeter, but gets rid of it. Driving now is Holmes. And a foul on the dribble drive. It's going to be on Deontay Foster, but props goes to Jurkovic for standing in there attempting to take the offensive foul. I love that about the Blue Jay defense. They look for opportunities to take those charges. Not only does it turn over the ball and get you the basketball back, but it tacks on another foul on the opposing team. And they actively look to do that, and that's really cool to see. First free throw by Holmes is good. He'll have another one. The 9th team foul on Elmhurst, both teams with 9. 3:50 to play as second free throw falls. Newcomer in for Elmhurst is Rodney Clark out of Memphis, Tennessee. He's a freshman. Out goes the shooter Ryan Hearn. Bounce pass is stolen. Casita right under the basket. Fade away off the glass. It's good. Nice shot by Casita. Fading away. Turnovers, they'll kill you. Trapped in the corner and threw it right over the head of Kenny Payak out of Oak Forest. The trap does its job, forcing those turnovers. You got to know, and if you're Baxter, you're a junior, you're an upperclassman, you know if they're putting on a trap, you don't go to the corner. That's where they want you to be. That's why they call it the coffin corner. That's where possessions go to die. Lead extending here, and I'll tell you what, Elmhurst needs to stop if they want to stay in this one. It has been all North Park. Left side, newcomers Reggie McGee out of Freeport, Illinois. Casita scoops. Here's Hearn. Wide open three. It's good. He does nothing but make three-pointers. That is his job. That is why he is on this team, is to make wide open three-pointers. And I'll tell you what, he does it right. Driving and a foul. The foul will be on Ryan Hearn, the freshman. I can just see that recruiting trip where they went to go get Ryan Hearn out of San Ramon, California. Hey, Ryan, can you make three-pointers? Yeah, coach. All right, you're on the team. And it seems to be working out for him. At the free throw line right now is Kyle Weiss, the freshman. First free throw is good on the super bonus. Back in is Nick Sanford along with Eric Dornfeld, rather. I'm throwing an I in there. It's Dornfeld. 10-point lead. Free throw cuts it to 9. Up and good. No full court pressure this time by the Blue Jays as they back off. Casita Jr. will wave on his offense. Pass left side for McGee. Skip pass right for Weaver. Now top Casita. Back to Weaver. Looking inside for Holmes. Can't find him. Nice ball movement against the zone. Exactly what you need against the zone. And up slam dunk with a big slam. Mark Holmes. And you can give that bucket and that assist to Rodney Clark because he did exactly what you need to do to break his zone. Attack the gaps. Wait for them to crash. Dump it off. Slam dunk. It's that easy. Driving this time and having it blocked was Wiest, and here come the Vikings 4-on-1. They dump it off. Weaver the layup, but an offensive foul called again on the pass. Absolutely great work. That time it was Kyle Wiest stepping in and taking the charge. I just love to see that on defense. They set you up. They set you up for that offensive foul. Now they got to work on the offensive side. We'll take a break as well. I'm going to get my voice back. It's 38-27 Bad Guys here on BlueJayTV.com. Blue Jays are chasing 11 here at home as we are in the final 2 minutes of our first half. Your leading scorer for Elmhurst is Nick Sanford. He has 11. And the only one with more than 5 is Brian Ackerman with 6 points, 2 3-pointers. Baxter has it for the Blue Jays. It's going to skip around left to Foster. Foster top to Baxter, back over right side, Ackerman. Again to the right. Ackerman now skip left. Baxter, he'll try his hand at a 3. That one's short. Rebound Weaver. Oh, he traveled. That pivot foot almost slid across the entire NCAA logo. But they did not call that. McGee back over to the right for Peterson back in the game. And now for Zach Casita Jr. Taking his time out near the volleyball stripe and directing a little traffic. 8 seconds on the shot clock. You need to hurry here if you want to get a shot up and a chance for a board. Here's McGee. Now left side. Clark for three. No at the buzzer. Rebound there for Eric Dornfeld. And silly mistakes. Turnovers are killing you. Eric Dornfield will check out, and back will come the big Alex Morganoff. Yeah, it looks like he's going to get a little talking to over there on the sideline, too. Eric Dornfeld and head coach. Head coach isn't even paying attention to the game. He's just going to talk to Eric like, come on, son. Here is John Bogard in for the first time for North Park. The final 47 seconds. Taking their time. 15 on the shot clock. I don't know exactly. Coach literally yelling out, just drive it as hard as you can to the basket. Here's Weaver. Nice move. Layup is good. That is a very quick move. That is almost unstoppable for Eric Weaver. 13-point lead. Here's Foster. Plenty of time. No need to hurry as he forces the shot underneath. Rebound Morganoff. He's trying to fight it back up, but he gets fouled. Morganoff is fouled, and he will go to the free throw line for two, as that is the 10th team foul on the Vikings. Free throw from Morganoff is good. Second free throw from Alex. That one rattles in. Pretty good free throw shooter for a big guy, 73%. Pretty good free throw shooter for a basketball player in general, actually. Final 17 seconds, shot clock off. Here's Burnett. Crosses the timeline, 10 seconds to Weaver. Here's your guy. He's the guy you want with the basketball in the final seconds of a game. Clearing out against Ackerman. Stops and pops. Long two at the buzzer, does not fall. And halftime has come. It's an 11-point lead for North Park. We'll give you some halftime numbers in about 15 minutes or so right here on BlueJayTV.com. Players warming up, getting ready for the second half here at the campus of Elmhurst College. The Blue Jays are chasing 11 right now. Let's get a quick look at some of the first half numbers. Mark Holmes leads all scores for North Park. He has 12 points, 3 for 5 from the floor, 1 for 2 from beyond the arc, a perfect 5 for 5 from the stripe. With 9 points, Aaron Weaver. He's 4 out of 6 and a free throw. He is impressive with his athleticism and finishing skills around the rim. Again, he has 9, and a pair of players with 6, Zach Casita and Ryan Hearn with a pair of three-pointers. For into Elmhurst individually, leading scorer Nick Sanford. He's got 11, 4 out of 5 from the field, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. A couple players with 6 for Elmhurst as well. Alex Morganov along with Bryant Ackerman. Ackerman has 2 three-pointers for himself. A couple numbers that kind of tell the story and why Elmhurst down 11 points. First field goal percentage, pretty good for North Park. They are shooting 47% from the floor, but for Elmhurst, just 9 for 24 for 38%. So the shooting percentage a little bit lower than where you want it to be, combined with North Park shooting, well, pretty much higher than where most teams shoot. Otherwise, rebounding has seemed to be an issue as well for North Park, allowing 7 offensive rebounds. That has led to 9 second chance points for the Vikings. And you let up that many second chance points and that many offensive rebounds, things tend to not go your way. And they are getting out rebounded 20-11 are the Blue Jays, so they need to start hitting the boards a little bit harder, blocking out and crashing those offensive boards, see if they can get some of those second chance points for themselves as well. Don't forget, plenty of basketball action coming up here on the campus of Elmhurst College in the month of January. You have Carthage College coming in 4 days from now on the 16th. That's a 7:30 start for the men. And then after a pair of games on the road, it's back at home against Illinois Wesleyan on Saturday the 26th. And then on 30th, it's Millikan University here at home. Of course, you can check out elmhurstbluejays.com for the latest information on that. Plenty of other CCIW action today. North Park, obviously, here at Elmhurst. Millikan is at Wheaton today. North Central out in Naperville is hosting Augustana. And Illinois Wesleyan is taking on Carthage today. As far as the conference goes, Illinois Wesleyan and Millikan are the 2 best. They are 3-0 in the CCIW. And then North Central and Augustana are 2-1, so that's a big game for the conference and those 2 teams playing each other. Wheaton and Carthage both 1-2. And then North Park and Elmhurst playing here today, both 0-3, fighting to see who can stay out of the cellar here, the CCIW. On the floor right now for Elmhurst, it is Sanford, Baxter, big guy Alex Morganoff. We have Foster and Bryant Ackerman, the 5. On the floor for North Park, we have Zach Casita, the shooter Ryan Hearn, Aaron Weaver, the very athletic wingman, Mark Holmes, number 13, and Chris Benjamin, number 25, out of Maywood, Illinois. And it's Viking basketball as we get underway here in our second half. Again, tracing 11 are the Blue Jays. Mark Holmes diving down the lane, puts up the floater, and good. Man, he is an all-star if I've ever seen one. Leading all scores with 14 now after that bucket. He can just make it from anywhere. He can take it to the rim. He can shoot three-pointers, makes his free throws. All-around great player. Foster has it for the Jays in the right corner. Again, a zone defense. I take that back. Man-to-man defense now for North Park. Foster pulls up for 2. Nope. Rebound, nice opposite side rebound. We're going to have a jump ball called. That's between Wiest and number 21, Ryan Hearn. Shot by Wiest, being strong with it. It looks like they're checking him for a little blood. So 39 seconds into this one, Wiest is going to have to get attended to by the training staff. He's got a little bit of blood on his elbow and a little bit on his pants. So they're going to bring in a sub while he gets cleaned up. Brett Peterson will make that. Brian Ackerman will check in for Wiest. Ackerman to inbound. Finds Baxter in the left wing. Inside Morganoff, a little bit too high, but he corrals it. Power dribble up strong and good. Nice job, Alex Morganoff for 2. The lead back to 11. Defense needs some stops. Here's Foster. Ooh, he had Holmes, couldn't find him on the backdoor cut. Benjamin, top of the key, working on Morganoff to the paint. Puts it up, no good. Rebound putback is good for Holmes. Again, offensive rebounds. Got to put a body on somebody. Here's Foster now for Blue Jays. Ackerman between the circles, goes to Baxter. Nice ball movement here against the 2-3 zone. Corner, Foster, wide open three. Needed it, didn't get it. Rebound and put back. Oh, no way. Morganoff missed the chippy. There is Sanford to put it in. A timeout is called by Elmhurst College. They got some talking to do. And very loud, Coach Scherr in the faces of his players. Turnovers and rebounds. If you win the rebound battle and you win the turnover battle, 90% of the time you're going to win the game. Right now the turnovers are pretty even, but Elmhurst is getting out rebounded here today. $11-point lead for the Vikings, 44-33 as we are still in our first 2 minutes of the second half. Pass left side, Weaver working on Ackerman. Ackerman tight against Weaver. Couple dribbles, skip past Benjamin. Over to Hearn, wide open three. He is automatic. Oh, but he missed that one. Almost was halfway down. Foster got it. Now Ackerman right side. Ackerman inside the lane. 14-foot jump shot. It's good. That's what they need. Stop on the other end. Put it in on your end. Single point, or single digits now. 9-point lead. Right side, another steal. Here's Foster all alone, has to hurry. Benjamin in the chase, layup is good. Nice job by Deontay Foster out of Muskegon, Michigan. Racing for the layup. It's a 7-point lead and a timeout called for. Straight points, just what the doctor ordered for Elmhurst. We'll take a timeout too. 7:29 left to go. It's 44-37. Elmhurst chasing, gaining ground on North Park. $17 and a half to play in our game as I go through puberty live on BlueJayTV.com. Chasing ground is EC. They've scored the last 4 points here. It's 44-37. Leading scorer for Elmhurst right now is Nick Sanford. He's got 13 points in his 19 minutes of work. Here's Zach Casita for the Vikings. Mark Holmes pull-up jumper right in the face of Sanford. There's nothing you can do about that one. That's just a heck of a shot by a heck of a basketball player. Lead back to 10. Right side, Baxter. Man-to-man defense this time by North Park. Some miscommunication there by Elmhurst. Top of the key now, it is Morganoff. Over to down low, Sanford. Nice power move. Can't get the roll. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. Thought he was going to get that 3-point play, but the rim unkind. Sanford to the free throw line. Works pretty good. 63%. First one coming up from the senior guard. It's good. Make that junior. So far today, he's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. One more coming up. And no good there. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Blue Jays. It might have been Morganoff, the one to sky above the rest, and knock that one out of bounds. Benjamin will do the inbounding. Full court, man-to-man denial pressure. Gets it to the corner. There's the trap, and there's Baxter. Ooh, he had the steal, and the last touch by the visitors. Nicely done. That was work to perfection. The ball goes to the corner. You trap. Opposite side guy comes over and guards the first pass available. He did that, and he knocked it off of a North Park player and out of bounds. Great job. And a foul before the pass. And it looks like it's going to be a hold on North Park. I believe that was Holmes. They've yet to put it. Oh, they get Zach Casita for his third. I'm sorry, Zach Casita with the hold. Corner, catch and fire for three. No good. Oh, they're going to say it touched the clock. Not sure it actually did, but either way, they probably would have got the rebound with the position that they had. So North Park basketball. 9-point lead for the Vikings. Here's Casita now to the top to Benjamin to Weaver, left wing. Weaver guarded. Nice ball movement. Driving and a foul on Foster. Probably a good thing, too, because Zach Casita had him beat to the baseline, and it would either have been 2 points or a foul. Instead of a shooting foul, it's a garden variety on the ground foul, and Hearn will inbound in front of his bench. To Casita. Benjamin now to Weaver. Man-to-man defense by Elmhurst. Weaver very quick. Going to work on Alex Morganoff and a foul off the ball. And I believe that was Baxter. I take that back. They called Deontay Foster for his second personal and the second on the team. To Casita, catch, fire, quick release for three, no good. Rebound won by Sanford, nice strong rebound. Out to Ackerman, he'll go to the right side, pull up and take a screen. To the paint, strong drive, up strong, no good, rebound. Not there for Morganoff, but he's fouled, oh man. You gotta be smarter, you gotta know. If he's got you boxed out, go for the rebound straight up, but don't reach. Morganoff's second, team's third. Casita will cross the timeline for North Park. He'll be double teamed on the show out by Morganoff. Ball skipped and taken away by Foster with the interception. Here comes Deontay. He'll pull up right side. Oh, he's all alone. Had the three if he wanted it. His pass intended for Ackerman, but it was tipped out of bounds by Weaver. It will remain Elmhurst basketball. Ackerman inbounds as Sanford on the opposite block. Spin, nice move up with it. Could not get it to go. Rebound, Ackerman fighting for it, and it will be safe from going out of bounds by Hearn. Gives it up. Casita stops, has it blocked. Has it blocked away by Morganoff. Here's Hearn in the corner. Out to Weaver, out to Casita. They're going to reset. Nice, smart idea with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Behind the back dribble, Casita in the lane. Stops and pops from 10. Got the roll. He's a good player as well. He can put the biscuit in the basket, as they say. Is that a hockey term? Can I not use that in basketball? It works, right? Phil's giving me a hard time over here. I like it. I'm going to use it again. I'm going to call it the Phil. Here's Baxter, left side. Now to Ackerman. Nice pass, high-low. Here's Morganoff. Dunks it with a hand. Big right-handed dunk by Alex Morganoff. Hopefully that's what they need to spark this team. They need some fire. They need some energy. Hopefully that dunk can get it done. Morganoff the point on the zone. Hearn, wide open three. No good on the roll. Ball is out of bounds. Last touch by Sanford. Weaver will do the inbounding. Watch Weaver here after he inbounds this pass. See if he comes off a couple screens. We wanted a sub to get in, but he cannot. He's not going to allow it, the referee, so we're going to play until the next whistle before that Elmhurst sub can come in. Weaver inbounds to Casita. Over to McGee, now to Benjamin high post. He'll dive, pump fake, nice pump fake. It's Academic from there, got Baxter up in the air. 11 points again for North Park out of the north side of Chicago. Foster with it for Elmhurst. He'll dribble to the top, hand off to Ackerman, right wing. Morganoff now to Baxter. Trying to get in for Sanford, but here's Foster for three. Got it. Big three-pointer from Deontay Foster, the senior guard. Hopefully that will get them going. Defense needs to stop. They just need to go man-to-man here. Man up and stop them. Casita, top of the key. Here's Weaver. Driving baseline, needs some help. He goes up, got hammered, counted in one. Ackerman having a tough time keeping up with the much quicker, much more athletic Aaron Weaver. Not only did Weaver take it to the rim strongly and quickly, but he took the contact and still finished. Well done. Lead back to 10. Free throw can make it 11. And a host of new subs, and we'll get a sub for the shooter too if this goes in. So we'll have to wait next time. But he gets the offensive rebound. Weaver got the rebound. No one blocked out. Wide open was Max Morgan. Didn't pull the trigger that time. Here's the point guard, Cameron Burnett. He'll dribble to the right. Hand off to Clark. Here's Weaver now. Hands off to Clark again. Clark calling for Morgan. Nobody there. He'll go back to Burnett. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Weaver. Going to work into the paint. A lot of contact. No call that time. Ball rebound and tipped. It'll go out of bounds. Should belong to the Blue Jays. It does. Standing in there was Kyle Wiest, hoping to take the offensive foul, but not enough contact for the officials' liking. Ackerman inbounds to Foster. 12:40 to play in the game. Here's Ackerman. Oh, a little bump there on the outside by Brett Peterson and a foul call. First on Brett, the third on the team. Ackerman will inbound to the backcourt for Wiest. He'll go to Foster for three. Big three again by the senior. Keeps trying to keep Elmhurst in this one, and he keeps on doing it. 7 points now. 7-point lead for North Park. Need to stop. Need to play a little D. Little weave here, top of the key. Here's Cameron. Hands it off to Clark. Clark hands it to Peterson. He'll drive and kick. Newcomer Pat McCarthy. Driving is Clark now. Floater. I think looked like Ackerman got a piece, but Clark gets his own board. He'll kick out. Burnett for three. That one hurt. That one hurt. That's a big three-pointer, and the lead back to 10. To Foster. Nice move, avoiding the offensive foul. Foster to the paint, bounce past Sanford. He was hit. No foul, but it is Blue Jay basketball underneath. Ackerman will inbound. Nice. Oh, they had Sanford on the lob. Didn't find him. Now down low for Sanford. One dribble. Lost it, gets it back, and it's going to be an over back. Another turnover for the Blue Jays. That turnover, just the eighth for the team, which is not too bad. They're keeping control of the ball for the most part. Are the Blue Jays. Another weave at the top. This is just to kill a little clock here with 11 and a half to go. Here's Clark diving. Kick to Morgan. He'll jump stop and be fouled on the dribble drive. The foul will be on Ackerman in, I believe, just his first of the game, the 5th on the team. Inbounds goes to the backcourt for Burnett, where he will start the offense. 2-3 zone now for, nope, they're going to switch it to man. Elmhurst goes man-to-man. Again, the man-to-man weave. Here's Clark driving, and he was bumped. Oh, no, they're going to say it was a travel call, or carry as it is. Did you know, if you were in the rule books of basketball, there is no such thing as a carry. It's technically a travel. You stop your dribble and keep going, so technically a travel. Class dismissed. Here's Ackerman across the timeline. Here's Foster now with 11 minutes to go. Back to Foster. Ackerman, the shooter. Nobody there. Good man-to-man defense by North Park. Here's Leonard. High-low, looking down low for Jurkovic, but nobody home because of a foul. And we're going to have 4 new Vikings check in. And Wiest as well. Wiest will come in for Ackerman for Elmhurst. 10-point lead for the Vikings with 10:53 to go. Over to the right side for Leonard. High post. That pass is batted out of bounds. Last touch by North Park. Inbounder will be Wiest again. Line play set up on the right side of the lane. Inbounds Foster, right side. He'll dribble over left. Now baseline. Stops, backs up. Shot on the way, no. Rebound there for Weaver. Hands it off to Zach Casita, who's going to leisurely jog it across the timeline in no hurry here as they have a 10-point lead. Casita wide open for 3. They left him wide open. Luckily, he missed it. Rebound here for Wiest. Here comes Wiest left side. Racing, but slows down at the arc. Oh, he's wide open. Intends to pass to Stanford. Dribbles it off his foot, but luckily right to Foster. Top of the key, looking down low for Sanford. They lob it inside. Has it. Sanford working reverse. Layup counted in 1 for Nick Sanford, the junior. Nicely done with a big strong move. I thought he was caught a little bit too far underneath the basket, but he worked strong and got it up there. And they're really collapsing on him too. They're essentially daring Elmhurst to shoot those threes because that zone is packing it in. But they found a way to get it down to Nick Sanford. Timeout called by Elmhurst. We'll take a quick breather as well. Just about through 3/4 of this one. Elmhurst trying to fight their way back. They're down 8, and we'll have Sanford at the free throw line when we come back on BlueJayTV.com. Elmhurst College scrapping, fighting, trying to stay in this one. They were down as much as 13 at one point. They got it down to single digits here with 8, and Nick Sanford, after the made layup, will go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play. 10:03 to go. One free throw here. That is good. 7-point lead now for North Park. And again, that Elmhurst defense, they need a spark. They need something because they're having a hard time stopping the very athletic North Park offensive attack. Right now, it's Aaron Weaver and Zach Casita you need to worry about. Casita here with the basketball, number 0, and Weaver on the right wing, number 3. Those are your main scorers. Here's Casita driving, stopping baseline, skip top Benjamin. He'll fire the long deuce, no good. A rebound, a push off there by Hearn, no call, but Elmhurst gets the board. Here's Wiest. He's going to smartly pull it out, did not have the numbers. Not a Leonard. Leonard will take it back up, now give it to Foster. They reset that offense. Leonard, left side. Backdoor for Sanford, bad pass taken away. Here's Weaver to the paint, up strong, it's good, and counted and one, and Weaver is just the best player on the floor right now, either team. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Aaron Weaver with the one free throw coming up. Weaver in the open floor is something to watch if you're a basketball fan. He just has the body control, the power, the quickness that you like, and he finishes at the rim with contact. He puts in that free throw. Aaron Weaver now with 13 points in the game. Make that 14 after the free throw. Lead back to 10. We've been going from 10 to 7 and an offensive foul there. They're going to get Nick Sanford, I think, with the little old... Oh, I'm sorry. They're going to get Eric Leonard with the illegal screen. Leonard's going to check out. Brian Ackerman will check back in. Ackerman from Lagoudy, Indiana, a product of Lagoudy High School, the basketball powerhouse of Lagoudy High. Here's Weaver across the timeline. Tried to be poked by Foster, didn't get it. But they're going to go into the 5 wide, or the 4 corners offense as it's sometimes called. Just spread it out and waste some time. Casita goes back to Benjamin. Cannot get the layup. Rebound being batted around and won by Sanford. Push ahead Foster. Foster takes it to the elbow where he flips it to Ackerman. Top to Sanford. He'll drive to the free throw line. One dribble, no good on the shot. Rebound Weaver. Careful not to fall to Zach Casita, and he will take his time in the backcourt with 8.5 to play. 10-point lead for the Vikings. Casita driving. Bounce past Benjamin under the basket. Powers up with the right hand and good. Morganoff didn't even go for the block on that one. Foster goes left for Ackerman. It's top to Sanford. Looking inside for Morganoff. They just can't find him. And Chris Benjamin doing a heck of a job down there on the much bigger and taller Morganoff. Timeout called by the Blue Jays as well. We'll take another timeout too. Hey, we'll let you know about what this game means to the conference, and again, let you know about some of the games coming up on the Elmhurst College basketball schedule in just a minute here on BlueJayTV.com. Welcome on back to Elmhurst College here in beautiful Elmhurst, Illinois. Appreciate you dialing in, logging on to BlueJayTV.com. Plenty of games coming up here around the area. There are plenty of home games coming up. Of course, Carthage coming up, Illinois Wesleyan, Millikin. All those are home games here in the month of January. Here's Morgan off the turnaround. Jump shot, no good, but a foul. We'll go to the free throw line for two. Again, we've mentioned both these teams 0-3 in the conference. Elmhurst losing to North Central by a score of 71-51 on the 2nd of this month. They fell at Illinois Wesleyan 80-51. And then a tough one on Wednesday up at Millikin, a 77-72 loss. As Morganoff misses that. So all these games coming up here in the month of January are big games, and 4 out of the 6 are here at home. In the month of February, they got North Central, Carthage, and North Park all in a row. Little road trip there before the final 2 games of the regular season are here at home against Augustana and Wheaton. So they will play North Park again next month on the 9th up in Chicago. And then the CCIW tourney starts on February 22nd. Man-to-man defense now for Elmhurst, and the weave is on again here for North Park as they drain some more clock. Aaron Weaver has it right side. Nice show by Morganoff, and they call the foul on him. And again, Coach Scherer is going to call Alex Morganoff over for a little coaching opportunity here. You got to show a little further. You're taught to do that as a big man. When your guy sets a screen and the smaller guard comes off, you're taught to come out near half court and try to cut him off. But Alex didn't come far enough, and he caught him with the hip, and that's a foul. But you take another half a step, and you get your full body in front of him, and that's where you're supposed to be. 12-point lead, looking for 13 with the free throw here from Weaver, and that is good. Weaver now with 15 points after these split free throws. 63-50 our score. Here's Foster. To Wiest. Now over to Ackerman. Back to Wiest in the corner. Wide open 3. Need that one to go. Can't quite get it. Rebound Chris Benjamin, and a tie-up. Good job by Mike Yurkovich. The jump ball will belong to the Vikings. Morganoff will check out. Taylor Baxter back in. A little quickness in for size for Coach Scherer and company. Smaller lineup here for North Park as well. Their biggest guy is Weaver, but he's a wing guy. He likes the ball in his hand. To McGee. Reggie McGee out of Freeport, Illinois. Gives it to Zach Casita. A little push off there. No call. Casita looking to get rid of it. Backdoor McGee, but poked away by Ackerman. Nice steal. Push ahead to Foster. Has Sanford there. Not going to take him. He's going to take it all the way. Head up blocked. Sanford there at the board. Put back is good. Nice job by Sanford to trail and stay with the play. 11 points. This is not out of hand. 6 minutes to go. It's just 11 points. You're a couple stops and threes away from making this interesting. But you need to play some D here. Good show that time by Sanford. That's exactly how it's done. Here's Hearn as the weave continues, draining some clock. Here's Weaver. He's going to take it himself, going baseline. Skip past Hearn, and at the buzzer with the medium range jumper. That's exactly what North Park wanted. Take all 35 seconds off the clock and finish with a bucket. They got the open look on the baseline. Here's Taylor Baxter left to Ackerman. Lead is 13. Baxter, open 3 from the top. Got it. Nice shot, Taylor Baxter. See if he can do it defensively. Taylor Baxter with a little clap of his hands. Like, let's go, boys. There you go. Get you guys fired up. Need some ball pressure there first. Zach Casita with it, working on Foster. Casita goes around him into the paint. Dumps it for Benjamin. Kicks it back out for her. No good on the three. Exactly what you needed. Got the stop. Now you need to score on the offensive side. Here's Ackerman to the paint. Stops from 15. No. Rebound. One. Sanford there. Put back. No. Rebound is there for Benjamin. Hands it to Casita. Had two opportunities. Could not get it to go. Leads 10. Timeout called by North Park in their 10-point lead with the final 4.5 minutes to go. We'll talk about it in just a bit on BlueJayTV.com. Elmhurst chasing 10 as we go into the final 4.5 minutes. Your leading scorer for Elmhurst is Nick Sanford. He's quite a quiet 19 points, I say, today. And 19 points, I don't know if it could be quiet, but I think he's done it. Like to go along with 8 rebounds on his way to a triple-double is Nick Sanford. I'm sure he'll trade a lot of those points for a win if they can pull one out here. They need some stops on defense, though. They're having a hard time stopping this quick and talented North Park offense. I am extremely surprised they're 0-3 in the conference. Stolen away that time. Ackerman pushes ahead. Baxter, he's all alone. Rises up and throws it down with 2 hands. Let's go. Get your boys fired up because you need to play some defense now. Here's Casita. Lost the dribble. Foster pressure. Needs more pressure. Oh, backdoor and another dunk this time from Mark Holmes. Just when you thought you get something going, they come out and do that. Here's Baxter for 3. Got it. The dunk and the 3. Oh, they're calling it a 2. The long 2 had a pinky toe on the line. 67-59. Out of bounds. Looks like a foul called there. It's going to go on Mike Yurkovich. His second of the team's 9th, so 1-1 coming up for Zach Casita. Casita, a 68% free throw shooter. 13 for 19 coming into today. On the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Yurkovich to Foster. He's walking the backcourt, but you're down 8 points here, and you need to hurry, I think. Here's Baxter. He's had the last 5 points for this team. On the way from Foster, 3-pointer's good. It's within 5. Here we go now. Couple big stops, couple big shots. It's all you needed. You're within 5. Now a stop here would be huge. Here's Casita, the crossover to the paint. Skip pass left, Hearn. Top, it's Holmes for 3. No, rebound, Baxter's there. Big stop. Now let's go for some offense. Foster to the paint. Oh, he's wide open if he wanted to tank it. Didn't pull the trigger. Hand to Baxter. Teu had the backdoor Sanford, nothing there. Now into Sanford. That ball batted, but into the hands of Ackerman. Oh, he stepped on the end line. Those little things have been happening to Elmhurst the entire game. Throwing the ball away, stepping on the end line, things like that, those preventable unforced errors. That one hurts because it takes 30 seconds off the clock. 2.5 to play, and you're down 5. I'll tell you what, they're not going to be in any kind of hurry here as they run their motion offense. Here's Casita, right. Guarded by Foster. Foster going for the steal and not quite getting it. You better be careful, though, because Casita go right around you if you try that. And the timeout called by North Park and Coach Tom Slider. This is an interesting game all of a sudden after a couple buckets on the Elmhurst side with 2:10 to go. They're trailing by 5. I'm going to give my voice a little break here. Back in just a bit on BlueJayTV.com. On the floor for North Park, you have Weaver, Holmes, Casita, Benjamin, and the inbounder Hearn. On the floor for the boys in white, Yurkovich, Foster. Down there is Nick Sanford along with 24, Brian Ackerman, and the dribble drive, the shot. They can give him shots. Well, we have one official with a travel, the other with a foul. They're going to say travel before the foul. That's a big call. That is a huge call for Elmhurst. They get the ball back. Ackerman will inbound to Taylor Baxter. It's been the Nick Sanford show today. He's got 19 points to lead the team. See if he gets the ball here today. Here's Foster to the top. Need a bucket. Baxter. Ackerman now. Here's Sanford. Driving, jumping into the lane. Can't get the layup. Ball's out of bounds. Last touched by a Blue Jay. Are they going to call the foul? Oh, they're going to go with the foul. That one hurts a little bit more than out of bounds. Yeah, I tend to agree with them on this one. Yurkovich kind of went through the player instead of trying to go up above him. And picks up the foul. His third, the team's 10th. That means Holmes to the free throw line for 2 shots now. Mark Holmes has been outstanding, 21 points and 6 rebounds. Make it 22 points and 6 rebounds after the free throw. Holmes at the free throw line is a perfect 7 for 7. Back into the game is Morganoff, and out will go Yurkovich with those 3 fouls. Here's Baxter, goes inside Morganoff, triple teamed, out to Baxter, now to Foster. He'll fire the 3, no good. Rebound Holmes, lost it. Ball's loose, picked up by Weaver, and he's fouled. The lead back to 7, and Weaver will go to the free throw line now. Oddly enough, both teams have shot the identical amount of free throws. Both have shot 15, and both teams have made 12. Both are 80% from the free throw line. Weaver in a ghostly silent gym. You figure you're on the road shooting free throws that mean quite a bit, and not a sound in the place. 19 points now for Weaver. A couple big numbers up on that scoreboard for North Park. As Weaver misses that one, rebound Sanford. It's an 8-point game. You need a couple threes here and quickly with 90 seconds to play. You need to score quickly. Here's Ackerman. Inside Sanford. Goes up, does not get the roll. That'll pretty much wrap it up here with 1:10 to go. You start needing to foul at this point. You got to foul. Here's Weaver just beating his men down the floor. He'll bounce it to Holmes. He'll go up and get it blocked. Ackerman tries to get rid of it. Last touched by Benjamin. No foul. It was out of bounds. Ackerman will inbound with a hair under a minute to play. Here comes Baxter. He needs to fire a three. He should just pull up here and knock it down. He does. Clock stops. Timeout called. All right, two-possession game. This is not out of the question. 70-65, but you definitely need a stop, and if you can't get a steal right off the inbound pass, you need to foul. You need to foul and put him there at the line. We'll see what kind of strategy Coach Scherer chooses to deploy in just a few minutes on BlueJayTV.com. Welcome on back here to Elmhurst College. It's a 5-point game with 54 seconds to play. And we'll see what they decide to do. Try for the steal. Nope. There they were. Going to try to trap. Ooh, but they foul. I think that was a little quick. I don't think they wanted to foul at that point because you had the ball in the corner. You have a chance for a trap and a steal, but they didn't get it. Referee, in my opinion, a little premature with the whistle, expecting a foul. Nonetheless, it'll send Benjamin to the line for 2 shots as the super bonus is in effect. By the way, the 4th personal on Mike Yurkovich. Murganoff ready to check in. There's some of the screening that we needed, although for naught that time as he makes the free throw. North Park going to back their players off of the lane, play for the defense. Second free throw, that one's good. Makes it a 7-point game. That makes it 3 possessions, and that is going to be hard to overcome in 50 seconds. You need a quick 3 here. Hand off Ackerman. He's the guy to shoot it. He's the guy. Let it fly there, Bryant. He does. Knocks it down. 4-point game. Oh, man, I'm serious. I think a quick foul. I don't know if they meant to do that because they have the ball in the corner for perfect trap opportunity. That whistle, it blew. He's got the better view than I do. He's a couple feet away from the play, so I'm sure there was a slap of the wrist. So to the line goes Weaver, where he has been a perfect 7 for 7. 2 dribbles, the spin, and he lets it fly, and he knocks it down. 5-point game. Worst case scenario, it's 6, and it's still only 2 possessions. Lets it fly, got it down. All right, so it's a 6-point game. You need another 3. Is it Baxter or Ackerman? Choose your weapon. Here's Baxter with it. He'll pull up for 3. No good that time. Tracked down by Ackerman, but he's tripped, and a foul call. It is the 7th, so 1-and-1 coming up here for Ackerman. That is the 5th foul on Mark Holmes, which is kind of big because he's one of their better players. He's got 23 points to lead the game. Out comes Holmes, and in comes number 15, Reggie McGee out of Rockford Christian High School. 74-68, 31 ticks to go. Referees are going to be discussing something here. Are they discussing 1-and-1 or 2 shots? It should be 1-and-1 there, folks. There it is. Get it figured out. All they had to do was ask me. I would have told them. Ackerman at the free throw line. Pretty good shooter. 82% best free throw shooter on the team, misses that one. Weaver, the board, he's immediately fouled. To the other end they will go for 2 free throws. Free throws here are pretty devastating, making the lead 3 possessions if he makes one here. It is 2. You get automatic 2 here in the super bonus. On the way for Weaver. No good. Hope is still alive for the Blue Jays. Morganoff in. Out goes Jurkovic. Offense for defense replacement. Three possession game. It's now 7-point lead. You don't even have time to pass the ball here, Foster. You just need to fire it up. No dribble left, hand off Ackerman. He'll pull the trigger. No good. Rebound batted, won by Weaver, immediately fouled. With 19 seconds to go, it's a 7-point lead. You pretty much have to let it slide at that point. We're going to make him shoot him 2 more. He's got 22 points. Aaron Weaver out of Crane High School in Chicago. He's a junior. Averages 14 a game. Makes that free throw. And looks like Coach Scherer is going to clear the bench here. Into the game for the final couple of ticks. Eric Lenton, oh, that is Andy Lepard from Anchorage, Alaska, getting some playing time here, the 6'8" junior. Also Alex DeBack, the 6'7" junior in from Charlotte, Michigan. Into the game is Tyler Thurston, the 6'4" freshman from Chatham. Here is Thurston with it. Also in is number 50, Joe Jukovic out of Canton, Illinois. 4 seconds, he's going to let it fly. Will Tyler Thurston can't get the roll. Putback doesn't go. And there is your final buzzer, 76-68, your final score. The story of this game has been Aaron Weaver with 23 points, a do-it-all kind of guy for North Park. Again, I am surprised that this team is yet to win, well, only has won now 1 conference game here tonight. They were 0-3 coming in. But they got some talent. I'll tell you what, Aaron Weaver and their point guard, Zach Castilla, is outstanding, along with Mark Holmes, who fouled out near the end of the game. They got a couple pretty special players, so I expect to see a couple more wins out of them. Elmhurst, well, they fall to 0-4 here on the day. 0-4 on the season of the conference, 4-11 now on the season. Next home game coming up for the Blue Jays will be the 16th, 4 days from now, when they host Carthage College. That'll be a 7:30 tip right here on the campus of Elmhurst College. Again, for Phil and for everyone here working here at Sunrise Media, thanks for having me out. I appreciate it. I'm Nick Jacobs. Have a great weekend, everybody.